Jarecki here with head coach Tommy Richards for today's Tommy Talk. And coach, I'll just keep it kind of simple for you. If you could describe last night's 14-2 loss with just one word, what would it be?
Helpless. Yeah, it was a helpless feeling, dude. You just got to compete a lot better than that. My coach in college, he used to say at some point pride is going to set in, and pride didn't really set in last night. So that was embarrassing for sure. But use it as motivation today to get back on the horse and get out there.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot that went right yesterday, but in your eyes, what was it that went wrong?
Well, I think if you look at our games, if you look at our club, when we don't throw the first punch, we have a hard time kind of staying in the game. It changes the mojo. So when we get down, we got to have the resolve to fight back and minimize and do those kinds of things. We just haven't been very good at when we get punched first, make the adjustment and get back in there. So in the first inning and second inning, we had runners in scoring position, failed to score either time, obviously, and from there gave up some runs and just never got back in it. And then there was a 10 spot in the sixth inning. I don't know that I've seen a 10 spot in an inning before. So we got to have the resolve to go one pitch at a time and to not let big innings happen the way that they did yesterday. That was a bad thing.
Was there anything in your eyes that went right yesterday?
Actually, I thought in the 8th and 9th inning, I thought that our at-bats were actually pretty good in the 8th and 9th inning. At that point, the game's out of hand, and it's, they're not high leverage at-bats by any means, but Cantola got in there, and he's throwing in the mid-90s, and I actually thought that our at-bats were pretty good against that guy. We didn't look overwhelmed. We didn't look frustrated or outmatched. I think our guys got in there. I mean, specifically Hellman barreled the ball, Cade Christ barreled the ball, Ray. There's some good things that happened at the end. It was just low leverage.
You mentioned Dominic Hellman barreling up a ball, but he had a weird play in the 9th inning where he ended up getting called out. Can you just talk about what happened during that play?
Yeah, it was determined that he didn't step on third base. I think Andrew got convinced by the third base dugout that happened. So it is what it is. They said he didn't touch third base.
Looking over to today, I mean, it's just less than 24 hours later. How do you try to mentally just rebound after a loss that's 14-2?
We're just calling it the redemption tour, man. Yeah, hopefully we can get in there and compete harder than we did yesterday. And we got Rufo going. Hopefully he gives us a good start, and we just gotta stay in the present moment and be a whole lot more competitive than we were yesterday. We were embarrassed yesterday, there's no doubt. And so at some point, pride will set in, and hopefully that's today.
Lastly, a little bit of a fun one for you. Have you contemplated retiring the gray jerseys at all after yesterday's performance?
It's a quick hook. That'd be a quick hook. I thought your question was going to be, have you contemplated your own retirement? And after last night's game, I did for a minute there. Just kidding. But no, we gotta let the gray jerseys ride out. That was the first game in the gray, so it can only go up from there. That's rock bottom.
Absolutely. That's been today's Tommy Talk with head coach Tommy Richards.